Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to LMPD. Go and get yourself this thing.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out. Out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards. One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Taylor. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
The ball carrier. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Eason. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
On 3rd down, Winston. Oh, he'll take a shot from and at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Good. Makes the score Dolphins 7, Colts nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
5-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They run with Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make this 2nd very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets them a new set of downs. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They find some open field here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll throw on first down with Eason.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Get ready, get ready.
On second down, it's Taylor. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
With the score.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
From the gun is Eason.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Eason.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 10 yards out. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indiana.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back out on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Winston. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Darius Leonard able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's letting this one go for Fuller, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
On first down, Jacob Eason.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Eason. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 11 yards there. First down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. Ethan John taking it right down Broadway. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind.
It got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Gain of 36
that
yards.
one goes for 36 yards.
First down.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Third and long for Winston. Going deep here for Parker. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
First and 10, Eason. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
Operating from the gun. Eason.
At the 16-yard line.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Eason's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 1.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts.
1st and 10.
As it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Watch the screen. Mike 42. Mike 42. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
From the gun, Eason. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It's funny, throughout the season, we keep hearing from different coaches and players about the so-called rules, and it's different for each position. But as a quarterback, throwing across your body is supposed to be a rule that you're not supposed to break, isn't it?
Yeah, and especially with a guy coming knocking you to the ground like that.
I think he was fortunate that didn't get intercepted, fell to the ground incomplete, but you got
a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
At the 41-yard line.
Ready.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Winston. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Third down.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
For Jakeem Grant, incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going. It's Winston. He's going to take another shot here. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
For the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Play action now. Winston. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man on the crossing route.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. This is McCaffrey. And a good burst first there gets him 7 up to midfield. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Winston now from the 50. And this one complete to Will Fuller. 20! And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Being chased out left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jakeem Grant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket, wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 14.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the extra point.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. To throw is Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Now Winston. His throw incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Corey Willis. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. 42's the mark. I don't think you got it, son. 42's the mark, 42's the mark. Big stop, D. Big stop.
Operating from the gun, Eason. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. The give to Taylor. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Eason. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Dolphins' 30-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Eason. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
17 yards. And the Dolphins.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
On 2nd and 12, Winston forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 33 yards that time. From the red zone now, Winston. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown.
Touchdown, Miami.
Devontae Parker, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Sanders on for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
Game at 21 apiece. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
1st and 10, Taylor now. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
A 2-yard.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now Taylor. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
3rd and 2.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Eason sets to throw it. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
2nd and 8 at the 10-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Eason. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
1st and 10.
So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ready? Black 22. Get in the right way. Get in the whip, flip, flip. Easy. Hey, let's get it over. Slap.
Now Winston. Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Winston. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
It's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Winston gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Now 4th down.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. And that'll set them back 5. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Winston to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a first throw here in overtime. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. But now it's 3rd down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. From the gun is Eason. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Hey, check. Mike 42, Mike.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down.
At the 47-yard line.
Taylor. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Eason on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So 3rd down coming up. And Charles, I guess the question for me, where does 4 down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less, because you got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams, but I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Taylor. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 27. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
On first down, Taylor. In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime, as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. Blankenship's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about. A long field goal to win it, so definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for the Colts, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.